Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. On September 8th, it was reported that a former New York Giants football player was found dead, cause unknown, at the age of 27. Right away, what stood out to me is that the date of his death was a lot like the date of Frank Gifford's death, the former New York Giant Hall of Famer who died the date after the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. He died August 9th, 8-9. Tyler Sash died September 8th, 9-8. The next thing that stood out was the age of death, age 27. Many people are aware of the infamous number 27 in celebrity deaths, especially musicians. I have a video on that, and I've shown how almost all the musicians who have died at age 27 have had life numbers of 27 or 28. The next thing that stood out was the number Tyler Sash wore. I teach gematria, the practice of coding numbers in words. The number 39 is very important to New York. NY is 14 plus 25 using the alphabet, simple English gematria, 39. New York and Pythagorean gematria is also 39. And this method ends the 14th letter. 1 plus 4 becomes 5. E's 5. W's 23. 2 plus 3 becomes 5. Make each letter a single digit, then add. New York, 39. The date of establishment for the state, the 11th state. The numerology is 39. The word empire in Pythagorean gematria, 39. The United Nations in New York is 39 floors tall. I have a video on the coding of 39 and its reflection, 93 in New York. Please check that out. Very fascinating. The initials of the player who wore the number 39 found dead at 27 are TS, which sums to 39 with simple English gematria. His name, Tyler Sash, is interesting, especially the numerology of 46, which we will get to. From the date of Frank Gifford's death to the date of the September 24th, 2015 Thursday night game between the Redskins and Giants is a span of 46 days. Gifford retired in the 64 season, the reflection. We'll get to it, but a lot is foreshadowed for that September 24th football game. It could be a potential false flag / hoax. The name Tyler Sash in simple English gematria is 127. Notice the 27 ending. Also, Sash sums to 47, like Gifford sums to 47 in Pythagorean gematria. The first Super Bowl was in the 47th season of the NFL, the year 66. Tyler Sash was born May 27th, emphasis on 27, in Oskaloosa, where he also died. Oskaloosa has Pythagorean gematria of 27. He doesn't have a life number at 27, but he has a connection through his birthplace and death. The day he was born on has numerology of 139, like the word Freemasonry, numerology of 58. This is interesting because Ann Mara, the matriarch of the Giants for a span of 86 years, 1929 to 2015, died moments before Super Bowl 59 at age 85, the reflection of 58. His date of death has numerology of 52, a number connected to the Pope, which we will get to. Out of Super Bowl 49, I said to watch for the number 52 this year. We'll get to that. A date also with 32 numerology, a very important number in the NFL. NFL simple English gematria is 32, 32 teams. In Jewish gematria, NFL equals 66. The first Super Bowl was in the year 66. New York is the 11th state. If you sum 1 through 11, it totals 66. The death from Gifford to Sash was 30 days or 4 weeks and 2 days, kind of like 42. The number for Mason, 720 hours. You see that 27 reflection in there. 46 days from the death of Gifford to the game foreshadowed on September 24th. Again, Tyler Sash equals 46. Heavy.com also put out an interesting article on this Tyler Sash. I tell people to watch out for Heavy.com articles. They code very Masonic information relating to celebrity deaths. The first thing up was that picture with his girlfriend. His girlfriend's name is Heather Nicole Dickinson, having gematria of 113. Very often number coded in hoaxes, but also the word Scottish has gematria of 113. Scottish Rite Freemasonry has a highest degree of 33. Heather Nicole Dickinson with the S exception sums to 122, just like Pope Francis, a number of focus. Her name is also full of very other interesting numbers, such as 44 and 38, numbers of kill and death. The Heavy.com article shows this picture from his college days with number 30 and 9 on the screen, summing to 39. the number connecting to New York. He was suspended for using Adderall from the NFL. Weird tweet from his teammate in the Heavy.com article. Entrell Roll tweets at 11:50. 115 is what Freemason sums to, as well as Frank Gifford. Notice the 393 favorites, 39, 93, numbers very relevant to New York. In college, he had the play of the year with an 86-yard interception return. Remember, the words triangle, symbol, pyramid all have gematria of 86. The word republic has gematria of 86. In the book 1984, George Orwell, the author, makes a joke about how all it took was football and beer to maintain the republic. This number 86 connects to Gifford, which we will get to, as well as Ann Mara. Frank Gifford, that name gematria of 115 like Freemasons, died at the age of 84 the day after the Hall of Fame game as a New York Giants Hall of Famer. United States of America has Pythagorean gematria of 84. Again, reminding us of the book 1984, which talks a lot about football. Frank Gifford, his full name Francis Newton Gifford, in Pythagorean gematria sums to 118, the number of death in Jewish gematria. He died at the end of the 32nd week, August 9th. This number very much connected to the NFL. Frank Gifford was the 11th overall pick for the 11th state, New York, in the year 52. Again, I just talked about how 52 was significant coming out of the Super Bowl, a number connected to the death of Tyler Sash through numerology. He was in the NFL from 52 to 64, the reflection of 46, span of 12 years. 12 represents complete in numerology. What's extra creepy is this tweet from his wife at 1:44 p.m. on August 9th. August 9th is the day that leaves 144 days left in the year. The word time is represented by 144 in Jewish gematria. Also on that day, there was the projection of the Hindu goddess Kali on the Empire State Building. Kali represents time as well and destruction. Frank Gifford, record holder for 39 years. That number very important to New York. It was broken by a teammate, or not a teammate, but another New York Giants player, Amani Toomer, in 2003. He hosted Monday Night Football from 71 to 85. Ann Mara died at the age of 85. We just talked about how 58 connects to Tyler Sash, this number of much focus right now. He got married in the year 86 to Kathy Lee Gifford. Very interesting numbers, Truth Seeker. These people live by the numbers. They are Mason connected. Ann Mara, her name in gematria sums to 62, just like the word Mason. Notice that Mara is a 33 name. Ann Mara, 62. March 3rd is the 62nd day of the year. Our calendar and our language are coded out with this numerology gematria. Ann Mara got to witness the last Super Bowl played in Arizona. She died minutes before the kickoff in Arizona, Seahawks-Patriots. The last time the Super Bowl was in Arizona, it was Patriots-Giants, and Tyler Sash played in that game. Think about that. She died on a date with 11 numerology, leaving behind 11 children. Named gematria of 82, that day the Seattle Seahawks lost, connected to 82. With regards to Giants in New York, here's January 1st, 2015, even before the Super Bowl. The headline was that former New York Governor Cuomo had died. Our country lost a giant today, was the headline. Emphasis on giant. We're talking about New York Giants here. This headline has gematria of 110. The World Trade Centers were 110 stories tall. After 9/11, the World Series was New York Yankees versus Arizona Diamondbacks. New York and Arizona are the only two states with gematria of 39. This year, there was a 39,000 square meter projection of a goat on the Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam has a 110-mile Lake Mead behind it, kind of like the 110-story World Trade Centers. Blamed on Osama bin Laden for their destruction. Osama bin Laden equals 110. Josh Stoss, who found my video channel many months ago and heard my wish, created his own blog and has his own video channel doing similar research, doing brilliant work. He did a post yesterday showing all the giant sports-related deaths from January of this year. I will remind you that last year the Giants won the World Series in baseball 66 days after the worst earthquake since the World Series. We're talking about 66 in regards to the NFL and New York, the 11th state. If you sum 1 through 11, 66. All this stuff is a web of madness. Please go back and watch my video on that World Series. There's a whole lot more to it, Truth Seeker. Anyhow, this game, September 24th, Giants-Redskins, a lot has been foreshadowed. Notice that football has Jewish gematria of 249. 24/9 is a lot like the date of September 24th. Now, here's what's trippy. The Pope is in town from September 22nd to the 27th. On the date of September 24th, he travels from D.C. to New York, just like the Washington Redskins to New York Giants. The numerology of the date of this game is very suspicious. It has 68 numerology, a number connected to Pope Francis through gematria. Barack Obama also equals 68. In 1968, World Trade Center construction began. 911 was made the national emergency dialing code. I bring that up because September 24th is September 11th on the Julian calendar. There's a connection between 9/11 and September 24th. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in the year 68 on 4/4, April 4th. Obama's the 44th president. Francis will be meeting with Obama on September 23rd, the day before this game. This date also has 48 numerology and 33 numerology. Super Bowl 48 will have been hosted in this same stadium. Super Bowl 48 was hosted in MetLife Stadium, where the September 24th game is. MetLife Stadium hosted Super Bowl 48, the only Super Bowl ever played on the 33rd day of the year, February 2nd. In that Super Bowl, we got this halftime show that told us to prepare, but it didn't tell us what to prepare for. It just said prepare in very creepy fashion. Super Bowl 48, that was Seahawks versus Broncos. So a lot's being foreshadowed, Truth Seeker, and through the deaths of athletes, including Tyler Sash and Frank Gifford. This is the message. This is what I want people to wake up to. We need to expose this Zionist Masonic conspiracy. It's really sad that innocent people are dying and more innocent people are going to die until the day this is unveiled and stopped. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.